Hi everybody, welcome back to Light Up Your Path Tarot. I'm Melimel and I'm here with the monthly reading. We are going to be doing Libra. I just finished Libra. We're going to be doing Aquarius and I also did Gemini. These readings are going to be going up during the weekend. The weekend reading will be going up tonight. What else? For those of you who are returning to Light Up Your Path Tarot, thank you so much. I really appreciate your subscribes, your likes, and your comments. For those of you who are new, consider subscribing if any of the messages resonate with you. And that's it. Let's get started. All right, we're going to do a Celtic cross. What does the Aquarian collective need to know about July 2025? What is the challenge position for July 2025 for the Aquarian collective, please? What do they need to focus on? The Aquarian collective for July 2025. What does the Aquarian collective need to focus on for July? What does the Aquarian collective need to focus on for July 2025? I was going to do this. Okay. What is the recent past? What's in the recent past? What's in the recent past for the Aquarian collective for July? Celebration. The recent past. What's in the strengths? What are their strengths for 2025, July 2025? What is the Aquarian collective strengths? Thank you. The Happy Home card. What is in the near future for the Aquarian collective, please? For July, what is in the near future? What is in the near future? Wow. Okay. I'm just going to take a look at them, but it's the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So juggling money, heartache, in your head about money and heartache. Let's see if these come out again. I'm going to put them back in the deck, and we're going to ask again, okay? Because there's too many. I'm going to give them... Okay. What is in the near future for the Aquarian collective for July? What's in the near future for the Aquarian collective? Jeez. Okay. Well, competition and a feeling of being out in the cold. Okay. All right. What's the suggested approach? What is the suggested approach for the Aquarian collective for July 2025? What is hidden that needs to be known? What is hidden that needs to be known? Okay. A new beginning in love, emotions. What's in the hopes and fears position, please? hopes and fears position. And ending the world. Let me just fix these guys. Just gonna get them over here. Okay. And what is the outcome? What is the potential outcome for the Aquarian Collective for July? What is the potential outcome for the Aquarian Collective for July? What is the potential outcome for the Aquarian Collective for July 2025? Two cards again. There's a windfall, and follow your intuition. All is not seen yet. All right. Okay. So overall, Aquarians, this is what we have. The Aquarian Collective, my wonderful Aquarians. Okay, so what we have here, overall energy, we have temperance, okay? There is a need for you to temper yourself, for you to have control and balance, okay? The challenge position is not being able, not being able to move as much as you would, or do the things or act upon things that you would want to act upon, but seeing things in a different perspective, that maybe you don't have to move all the time. Maybe you don't have to be doing something all the time. Okay, what you need to focus on is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in reversed is delays. It's, it is the card of luck working in your favor, and it being in reverse is delays and setbacks. Okay, so maybe you need to focus on that, because that is something that you need to know why you're delayed. Have you done something that might be causing this delay? Okay, in your recent past, there was a celebratory energy. You were celebrating. Your friends and family celebrated you. You celebrated with them. In what's your strength is the achieving of a happy home. You have a happy home, and that is what your strength is. Turn to that. In times of when you aren't able to temper, or you aren't able to get that perspective, stay in this attitude of gratefulness for this family and this happy card that you have, because there are some delays. In the near future, there's going to be competition and a feeling of being left out. And we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify this. We're going to clarify these two for now. We need to know why that is. We'll find out. Okay. Now, but there is a chance to go and look for help. Okay. You have to move if you want to get out of this situation. They're both fives. 5 is 10, and 1 is, the action number, a number of going forward, right? Of moving, of getting in there. Then you have the 10 of Wands and the suggested approach, which is telling me either this is final, you are releasing, or you are almost at the end of this, okay? You're almost at the end of this. So continue to carry that burden. You are almost at the end. Or you are at the end and release them, release the burden. And what's hidden and what you don't see, what you need to know is the Ace of Cups. You are getting a new beginning in emotions. You need to You need to unload these burdens and begin a new emotional beginning, right? An emotional beginning. And the hopes and fears is that you have to end something, that something is going to end. But again, a new beginning, a new beginning is going to start because of this ending. You know that something needs to end in order for a new thing to begin. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is giving, right? You're in a position to give. A windfall is coming your way. Trust it. Trust your instinct. You will know what, right? It's a card of giving. It's a card of being balanced, of the scales being balanced, of you giving in to others and others giving on to you. Trust your instincts in whom you receive help from. And I say that because there is going to be a time here of financial stress. You just don't take money from anyone, please, Aquarians. I mean, you need to think about who and trust that these people are trustworthy, who you take help from. Okay, when we're desperate, sometimes, people say desperate times call for desperate measures, but we need to also think and be proactive about the future, right? Okay, so why is the Wheel of Fortune reversed? Guides, ancestors, angels, please tell me, why is this Wheel of Fortune reversed? Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune reversed. Why is it reversed? Why should the Aquarian Collective focus on this? Woo. There's justice, and there's a Queen of Wands here. Okay? There's a delay. There's a delay in the wheel, okay? In things coming in. But the perspective that you need to take is that this is working for you. There's justice here in this delay. Okay? There's justice in this delay. And as a Queen of Wands, you need to see this, right? That this is working for you. Okay. Okay. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for the Aquarian Collective? Why is the Five of Pentacles here for the Aquarian Collective, please? Because of a painful ending. A painful ending took place. Why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here? Competition. Manifesting. Something that was manifested. Maybe you manifested an ending. You manifested this ending to this time where there was a betrayal, and that's what has put you out. But you need to maybe look at what you have, which is you have everything to get out of here. Can you give me one more on this, please? Thank you. The King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is just and fair. He's upright, but he can also be like, there's no feeling to him. There's no emotion. He's straight. Like, he's pragmatic. He's pragmatic. Okay. There was a lot of competition. It kept you out. There was a 10 of Swords, which was a very painful ending, a betrayal. And the King of Swords here with the Magician, I feel that there's still a way for you to tap in and get out of this. There was a painful ending here. But you can use your resources. You can inhabit. Okay. So I just feel what I'm feeling here with this Five of Wands, this competition, this, you're feeling left out in the cold over this Five of Wands in the near future. This competition is leaving you out in the cold. There's an ending here, and but you have to tap into this, into these energies here, that you have everything that you need to begin to drop the burden, okay? To drop the burdens, to, you know, change the situation around, okay? I also want to clarify, okay, what is this ending? What is this ending? What is this ending for the Aquarian collective? What is this ending for the Aquarian collective? What is this ending for the Aquarian collective, please? What is this ending for the Aquarian collective? Tell me more. There is an ending. Having to do with the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me more, please. All right, there's an ending. There's an ending to pain having to do with the Nine of Pentacles, with the Nine of Pentacles, with working alone, with being self-reliant. There's an ending to that. There's an ending. There's an ending with a Nine of Pentacles, and there's a woman here, and I can say that there might be an ending to a painful time, a painful relationship with a Nine of Pentacles energy, which is a feminine. You know, she's feminine. So, there's a painful ending with an energy of success or materialism and lack of appreciation. There's an ending to that, to materialism in your life. It could have been that maybe some of the Aquarian collective might have been too focused maybe on pentacles, and that caused also a painful ending, and that you need to see this, you know, this delay in July, at least, the ending of materialism and pain that caused sorrow. I'm just going to take a look over here for a minute. And that you will be releasing this pain. Okay, there was an ending to some success that you wanted, and that you're going to be able to release this pain, Aquarian collective. Okay, just like you're going to be able to manifest yourself out of here, but you must be truthful about the situation, about this ending, this feeling of being out in the cold, and then you will be able to move out, lay the burden down, start over emotionally, release the pain, and rise. Their help is coming. What is the Six of Pentacles, please? What is the Six of Pentacles for my Aquarians? No more fighting. The Six of Pentacles is no more fighting. No more fighting. The balancing of the scales so that there is no more fighting. Okay? Whoever you're involved with, this balancing of the scales will end this fighting, this Five of Swords energy that was here. How about the moon? Why is the moon here? Can you clarify the moon? Yeah? Are you still recording? Sorry about that, guys. Oh my Lord. Okay. So, why is the moon here? Why is the moon here? Show me the moon, please, for the Aquarian collective. Show me the moon here for the Aquarian collective. Rest. Rest. The scales will be righted. They will be balanced. And you will have rest, Aquarian collective. You will have rest. I know this was sort of like a very, yeah, it was a very serious reading in a way. I mean, there were some serious cards here, some serious energies here, but you know, at the end, the outcome, the windfall here will right whatever wrongs have been done, and there will be rest. So this is what I have for you, Libra. Not Libra, Aquarians. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about the interruption. But this is what I have for you, Aquarian collective. And I think that it is going to be a good month. It is going to be a month of possibly changing your perspective. It is going to be a month where you can kind of look at what you have in your what strength, what was your, you know, what are your strengths, what you have going. There will be a delay here with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, but it is justice. Justice is working, okay? Justice is working. And yeah, justice is working, and you will be laying down these burdens, and you will be starting a new emotional journey. You will be coming out of the cold, and everything you've lost will be given back to you. You will be able to get out of here. You will be able to release this energy of pain and ending, and ultimately rest. All right, Aquarians, I love you. I am sending you my prayers and my support. I will see you every day with readings, with daily readings. I will also see you for the weekly readings, for the weekend readings. I am sending you, like I said, all my love, support, and prayers. This might be a difficult month, but you will make it. You will get out of it, and you will rest at the end of this. And stay strong and keep your head up. I love you. Bye-bye.